everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of Minecraft Feed the Beast. We are back playing some Feed the Beast, but you'll notice that something looks a little different. And it's not just me. We're not playing on Monster today. And there's a reason behind that. It's a really unfortunate reason, and the reason is I had a big-ass crash this morning. I don't know what happened. But whatever it did, deleted some key part of our world and ended up rendering the monster Let's Play world no longer playable. Totally corrupted. I've been trying all day to get it back. It's just not having any of that kind of nonsense. So as a result, I decided to upgrade Monster to the newest version of the pack, because it is a beta pack. So there's some new things for us to try out. We're going to start from scratch. Thankfully, we weren't too far or invested in our base yet, even though I'd spent all week doing some new things. I'm going to spend probably tomorrow or the next day getting ourselves back to where we were sort of at so that we can continue on and you guys can see where we're going to go in the future. But before we do that, I figured I would use that as an excuse to show you my 1.47 world on Ultimate. Now, the 1.74 Ultimate world has the different mods. Most of them are the same. The new mods are just updated. The big difference, of course, is that we have two mods, one called Zycraft, another is Red Power, which is the precursor to Project Red. And we also have Soul Shards, and I'll explain those various mods as we come across them. So this is the house that I started in. Of course, we've got our Mistcraft set up, which we'll see Mistcraft eventually in our monster world. Just three basic furnaces here. This is one of the Red Power objects. This is the project table. It acts as a crafting table with a bit of storage in it, and you can put plans in it, and those plans allow you to put ghosts of whatever recipe you want to craft, and go from there. So that's really cool. I really liked that about it, and I really certainly miss them. But it is what it is. Here's our little farm. So if we go this way, you'll see our first Zycraft element. Now these are engineering bricks, and they've been formed into a Zycraft multi-tank. This tank has 16 buckets in it. It's a multi-block structure similar to Railcraft tanks or open block tanks. At the time, they were much better than Railcraft tanks. At least they were for the while, because the only options with Railcraft was iron tanks before they had the steel tanks. And these guys, you could build them significantly larger than their Railcraft components. And I'll show you one of my biggest ones in the nether holding our lava. Just the bedroom, some armor stands. I got a whole bunch of these guys running around here, but let's go look at the meat and potatoes of this part. We'll go over there in a moment. Here's our, Here is our basic setup for power and machines. These are all my IC2 GregTech machines without being too advanced. We have a basic AE setup. This is before I really got into AE, or Applied Energistics, for those of you that don't know that. Diamond chest, project benches, different stuff. I started doing an expansion, but then the mod pack updates, and I never got around to finishing it. So this was going to be more Buildcraft stuff, and this is all of our thermal expansion gear. But really didn't need any of that kind of stuff. Oh god, spiders. Is there anything more annoying than spiders, honestly? So here's our original setup for storage. This is before I knew the capabilities of Feed the Beast. This is the first Feed the Beast mod pack I really played with. So of course I went with the old school chests all over the place, all of the chests. Before I realized there was things like the diamond chests and barrels. Before I built our storage system. Enchanting, Thaumcraft is up here. Now this is the old type of Thaumcraft. This isn't what we'll see when we get into Thaumcraft in our world. This was used for Mistcraft. You can see some of our other buildings. We'll save that giant tower for last, because it's my favorite part. But let's head downstairs. You'll see what I used to work with power and stuff. Find the hole. There it is. Oh, jeez. Come on! God, I got these boots of the Traveler on, which are a Thaumcraft item, and really make doing that a pain in the butt. We also have Quantum Suit leggings and our advanced standard chest plate. So here's my original power setup. We've got water towers here, or water mills rather. They lead up to there. There's 3 more in there. Those are my backup power supply before I had solar panels on the roof. Which you can see all of my power setup here. Let's go back upstairs now. Alright. Now what's really neat with... no, we'll go this way. A lot of this stuff, you can see some of my tools. Oh, portal guns. We gotta find a portal gun in Monster Worlds. Gotta happen. Here we have some of our railcraft items. We've got our blast furnace and coke furnace. Stupid guy can't get me up here. Put you in misery. Of course, we have our solar panels on the roof here. Right across from this is my main source of buildcraft power. Out in the world, there's oil that will naturally generate. I don't know if it generates in Monster or not. It should. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not really that important because I don't think I'm going to go fuel refinery this time. But the ore refinery works as I pump oil into one of these big Zycraft tanks, which has 2,000 buckets. They get converted via these 3 refineries that are back there into fuel, which goes into this tank, which is then, go downstairs, that after, gets piped downstairs through tesseracts that are in the walls into our gas engines, which then fill up these 2 energy cells as sort of a buffer, and then goes into a tesseract. So now I can take another tesseract anywhere in the world and plunk her down and automatically have power no matter what. So you can see the refinery set up there and our fuel. Which also means, because this is all running off tesseracts, I can put those tesseracts anywhere and expand my operation, which is really nice. On the roof, we have advanced solar panels. This was before it was really hard to make solar panels. So I made a whole bunch of these guys. Even though they only produce 32 EU a tick, they go into some MFEs downstairs so that they're transformed and putting out power at a higher rate. And they power our entire operation on this island. Pretty handily, too, I might add. If we come downstairs here, we've got our main transformer room. Now, these are MFSUs. They hold, I believe, that is 10 million power, something like that. Yeah, pretty crazy. There's 6 of them. If we go downstairs, you'll see that these guys get power in from the back. So this is running from our setup over there. They then convert, come back down. Now this line isn't connected to anything right now because I have an independent power supply that way. But this guy runs over to our other items or other stuff in our base, which we'll take a look at. Let's go in here now. This is our main sorting facility. It's our warehouse. These are Red Power 2 pneumatic tubes. These tubes are sort of a catch-all system. They're sort of a set it and forget it. You don't have to do much with them. They will put any items put into them into any open inventory. So the nice thing about barrels is you can pre-seed your barrels with whatever item you want. So dirt, cobble, gravel, whatever you want. And that way it'll automatically go, oh, you have some more cobble? Let's go put it with the rest of the cobble. Provided that there's no open space. Because if I've got another open barrel between there and there, it'll automatically fill up that empty space first. That can be a bit of a problem when you've got a gigantic warehouse full of empty barrels. So to get around that, you've got this nifty item called sorting machine. Now the sorting machine takes any items coming in. You can see them all pumping in there from our quarry. I forgot I even had that guy running. They pass through, and then it gives them a sorting color. It's sort of like giving things a unique item tag. And now if you look at our junctions here, it's got white, but these guys are colored red. So they're going to go and they're going to find the first red pneumatic tube they find, and they're going to go into that tube. And now because these guys are all cobblestone, they're going to go into the first available inventory. And once it's full, to the next available, and the next available, and so on and so forth. Same thing with any of the other ones. If it comes upstairs, I've got a secondary sorting machine. Oh, no, I don't. Never mind. No. Didn't bother doing that. But again, you can see we've got a white guy here. He color codes. Anything white will go in to that. And this is all linked underground through our different buildings. 1.46. It's really laggy. And various things. We'll go here next. So anything coming in from our refinery goes into this guy. This is our automated processing system. Now the processing warehouse has these macerators. Okay, keep dropping things. Has these macerators. So you can sort of see in the back there. We'll go and have a look in a moment. Oh, these are slabs. Apparently I ran out of brick. Hold on, let me fix this. All right. So these guys here, let's go in the back. So we've got furnaces on one side, macerators on the other. This is all controlled wirelessly, by the way. So you can sort of see right there, we've got dust coming up, and it'll go in any of our furnaces. As items come in from the quarry, they're sorted. They are pre-sorted in the quarry room. They go from the quarry room, they either go directly to the warehouse, or if it's an ore that requires processing, they will come to the processing center, into our chest here, and then into our sorting system. This building, again, has its own power setup. It's not independent, but it has a backup power supply of 4 MFEs, which then get transformed rather than going through a bottleneck, so that everything gets properly done. Again, this is before I even got into some of the more advanced stuff. Blue tech here. They come into this guy right here, and then they'll come out, and you can see them go, and then they go and join our main sorting line. We'll take a quick peek upstairs. So you can see upstairs, it's kind of a mess, but you get what it does. And again, I was going to use Buildcraft for this. This is before some of the improvements to Buildcraft. And their pipes, they didn't work as easily as pneumatic tubes did, because these guys, doesn't matter where I put them or what I do with them, they automatically do exactly what you expect them to, which is really nice about them. Now, I always found out I was running out of 3 key resources, and those being copper, iron, tin. Now, one of the ways you can get tin is by using these guys, centrifuges. We'll turn the system on real quick so you guys can get an idea. So we're here in our nether base, and we've got this guy. Hold on, I'm not going to reveal it. Not yet. Not yet. Almost. You guys ready? Are you ready for this? Check this guy out. Bam! Look at that. This is the biggest Zycraft tank you can possibly make. And I do mean possibly make. It has 11,664 buckets. That is, again, 11,664 buckets. Yeah, that's a lot of lava. Now, this lava gets pumped out of the nether, which you can see down there. You can see the absolutely ridiculous amount of damage these pumps have done to the nether. And then it gets piped all the way over here, which we're going to turn this guy on. Then we can pop back to the overworld real quick, so you guys can see. Oh, where are we? Oh, we're at our quarry. No, why not? We're here. This is my quarry zone. We're a decent ways away from the base. There's some Thaumcraft stuff. You can see I'm on like my 4th or 3rd max size quarry here. This is the biggest you can possibly build them. Let's drop down here. This is why quarries are fantastic, guys. We're going to build a quarry at some point in our monster world, and you guys will, oops. Wrong button. Forgetting all the hotkeys here. You guys are good to see what that's all about. But, anyway. Not important right now. We're going to hop back into the nether real quick. That guy. I think that guy. Ah, there we go. Okay. So now you can see there's lava coming out of those 2 tesseracts. I did 2 just to make sure that there was going to be even flow. This is before they fixed flow issues in the pipes, in the fluid ducts. I can't click on these guys right now. Oh, there we go. Texture set loaded. We'll just kick this guy at the end. So now you can see the lava's coming in. And eventually, when these guys get enough lava, they will spin up. These are centrifuges. And when they're done, they will spin out resources, which will then come into these tanks using these pulse jets, or these redstone pulsers. Down our golden tubes. We'll go down the bottom here. And again, they're going to go here. Here's our bridge between pneumatic tubes and buildcraft. And then, well, I'm kind of trapped in here, but that doesn't matter. You can see that everything's all powered up. They come down the pneumatic tubes, then they go in and they join our sorting system, just like everything else. Why that's there? I don't know what that does, but it does something. We'll leave him alone. How are these guys doing? There's 8. There's how much in this guy? There's 9. So I think this guy is working now. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Takes a while for these guys to fill up, right? Again, they hadn't fixed the flow rate issues. But our quarry room over here, take a look at that. You can see everything comes into a nether chest. Again, this is before I knew what tesseracts really were about. They come in through this nether chest. You can see it working there. And then they get put into our pre-sort system, which I'll take a look at. And they get picked. They either get a destination of red, white, or orange. Orange goes to our processing room. White goes directly to the warehouse. Red is the I have no idea what the hell I'm going to do with you. And it goes into here. Pretty straightforward, though. And this was like I said, I like to over-engineer things. Recently, though, I've been getting to doing things more efficiently. More automation, but this was a lot of fun to build. We may end up building like this in Feed the Beast Monster. This is our laser room. So these guys are pretty cool. So the assembly tables make chips. Those are what make those redstone gates and pulse chips. Everything that's done come on up here. Again, tesseract in... I don't know why I have that powered furnace there. But the tesseract comes up, powers these energy cubes to power the lasers, because these guys use a lot of power, and I do mean a lot of power. So one of the nice things about that is these guys will get really full, and then these guys power that. Let's take a look if I've got any. I think I got redstone. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and make a redstone gate. So bam. You'll see these guys fire up. They're using currently, oh, didn't tell me. That was really fast. We'll make a redstone chip. So right now they're using 147 MJ a tick. So if I'm doing something more complicated, obviously it uses more. Again, over engineering, I really don't need this many. It was just fun to build them like that. Onwards with the tour. This is our B lab, built in the shape of a giant H. Using a lot of Zycraft and Railcraft bricks. This side of the lab is empty because I didn't get into genetics due to the upgrade. So of course, this time we use Buildcraft stuff because again, trying to keep things different, working with different materials. Any wax, empty frames, and stuff go into our barrels here. Bees that we haven't sorted, so when we get into bees, you'll see that these are the bees. I've got like 5 pages of bees here that I haven't done. The way the system works is, up top, we'll go take a look at our apiaries. Oh my, hello. Ah, go away. Damn spiders. So what happens is, when the bees are done producing, they will... it's in here right now, soul frames. Why do I have soul frames in here? I don't remember why I had soul frames in these. I don't remember. I think soul frames kill things. But if you put bees in, they produce their offspring, whatever it is, make honeycomb. This automatically pulls all of the offspring and honeycomb out into our very basic sorting system. So we're using diamond pipes. Our diamond pipe right here makes a decision. But if it's honeycomb, it goes down the red track. if it's, let's see, what's going on here? I know I had a sorting system going on here. Honeycomb. I'm not sure how I get bees. Oh, that's how. So the only thing that should come out of those should be honeycomb. So this way, all of our honeycomb goes this way. This mess of iron pipes ensures that everything continues to go that way. The bees have only one choice. They can only go down this way. So they go into our golden chest, pulled out and put into our bee analyzer, which should be hooked to our honey tank. It's just not. Bees get analyzed, pulled out, sent down, and put into our unsorted chest. Everything else gets put into our centrifuge. Now, centrifuge will spit out. It'll make honey. Honey goes here, gets put into honey, actual liquid honey. Anything that isn't honey, so in this case, beeswax, will go out, around, into our beeswax point. Everything else into a honey container. Now, this looks like a big clusterfuck, and that's kind of because it is. But I wanted to experiment and see what I could do. Let's head back out of here now. Find our final building, my favorite building, and some of the mods that I'm going to miss the most. Now, one of the neat things with Railcraft is you get these buildings, or blocks, I should say. They are explosion-proof, and they look kind of cool. They're greater than explosion-proof. Like, I think there's a nuclear blast-proof. But here we have computer craft. This is my multi-mob farm. Now, the multi-mob farm is using a couple of mods here. Now, the biggest mob, of course, is soul shards. Now, soul shards has been rendered obsolete in the new mod pack due to factorization and the auto mob spawner, which we are going to make use of. I was actually in the process of setting up the auto mob spawner so that we could have a look at what we were going to do with that. That was what was in the plan, but of course our world has been deleted, so we'll have to do something new. But the way this works is pretty cool. How can I... Well, we'll start in here. So this is our production floor. You can see our turtles here. These turtles have an automatic program set up so that they're attacked. These are attack turtles. Above them, let's break our half slab here. Let's see if he'll do it. Yeah, see, he gives me a little love tap there. Above them are brains in jars. Now, brains in jars are a Thaumcraft item, and they do something really cool. Check this out. If I give it a tap, oh, I'm going to win that one, or that one. Oh, come on. Somebody give me something. Darn, okay. Well, there's nothing in any of them right now. They're all empty. But these guys store any experience points. So if you drop experience near them, they will automatically collect them. So the cool thing is, we've got a couple of different modes. Now we've got two sections. We have the back section and the front section. Now this front section has the dubious distinction of having XP modes. Let's flip our switch. And you'll see our pistons extend, closing off to drop to their death point below us. Now what we can do is turn on this. Zombie, pigmen, and skeletons. We'll show you how it works in a moment. I'm going to turn volume down real quick. Now, they drop down. Our turtles here will attack, or they should attack. I'm not quite sure why they're not attacking. They should attack. Well, they are attacking. These guys will go, they'll attack. Oh, let's turn that off. Because these guys are also at very low health, so I can just come along and give them a smack. Now you notice that I didn't collect any of that experience. Now if I were to give that guy a tap, let's knock that out of the way real quick. There we go. Check it out. Look at that. Levels, levels, levels. Every time I click it is enough for one level. Literally one of my favorite elements of Thaumcraft besides the Boots of the Traveler. Let's put that back there. So the really sick thing with that is these guys are I can just let this guy go and they'll kill zombie pigmen and skeletons till the cows come home. They also collect anything that gets dropped. I didn't bother putting in code to make them automatically eject that. Oh, but every once in a while they will turn around and spit everything out. Let's turn XP mode off. Now we also have Creeper, Enderman, Spider, and Wither Skeletons. These guys will also die, but they won't drop down here, I don't think. XP mode can only be used with this far one here. And I'll show you why, because if you just don't want anything blowing up is pretty much it. Let's go take a look at the wiring, because this is all operated by redstone. I was going to get fancy and computer craft everything. That just never happened. See, I even started setting up my computer terminal. So this is red alloy wire. Now we do have this in Feed the Beast Monster due to Project Red, but this is a red power element. You can jacket them so that they're different colors. If we go along our side here, you can see, let's start at the back. You can see here we've got 3 different switches. One to control our guys here, and the other 2 to activate our various spawners. So let's head up top and take a look. We're gonna, oops, nope, not turn that off. Turn hover mode off. So let's go on up here, and you guys will see. Now again, this is way over-engineered. Does not need to be like this. I decided to build it like this just literally because I could. You'll see our custom-made mob spawners. Those are soul cages. There's 2 more there. And the last 2 on the top level. Cows, creepers. So what happens is the red alloy wire has a much longer signal range than regular redstone. It can also travel up vertical walls, on ceilings as you saw, and just about anywhere. Which is really helpful. So we can turn those on and off. There's another one here, extends. This is for our Enderman spawner, which I don't think works all that often. Everything drops down. If it's just on gather mode, because these guys will drop their loot, comes down here to our killing floor. The main killing floor is here. This is our main chamber. Let's roll up to the top here. So they spawn just like any other normal, what do you call them? Digger. Mob spawner. That's what I'm looking for. They will fall all the way down here to their death. These are obsidian pipes. These obsidian pipes will hoover up anything and everything that touch them. And then they get pulled in to a golden pipe. There's our chamber in the back. If we go on up here, you can see that this is... Oh, yeah, okay, I'll show you this in a moment. But yeah, so you can see here is our front side. So you can see our guys here. The front side is, of course, up here. So anything falling in the front side of the chamber. Now I set this up so that if it's gold, so the gold nuggets from our... there's waste products. So if I get leather, bows, arrows, anything damaged or anything like that, it automatically goes into a void pipe and gets destroyed because I have no use for it. Gold nuggets get dropped down and they go onto our auto crafting table here and will get converted into gold bars, which then go up and go to our spoils house, I guess you can call it. Spoils hut. Let's go back upstairs. I really didn't design this well. Can you tell I was still new to doing this, guys? Because it's really not designed well. Gosh. Alright, there we go. Oh. Also, the metal lag doesn't really help. Yeah, like this pack is really super laggy. But again, this was one of the earlier Feed the Beast packs. So that's kind of to be expected, so things go that way. Is there an exit somewhere? Yes, there is. So we can go this way, and then we go back up here. Now everything travels along golden pipes into this guy. If I could find the door, that'd be great. And these fill up here. So we've got ender pearls, we have gold bars, zombie flesh, spider eyes, coal, bones, beef, gunpowder, string, and leather. Anything that's not needed goes into the void pipe, so obviously if these get full, it just starts void piping stuff. Anything that escapes our first void pipe automatically goes there as well. And that's, I think, the entire world. So, what do you guys think? I think this was good. Good tour. A lot of nostalgic stuff. I really enjoyed it. I really do miss that guy right there. That guy made life so easy. But this was my 1.4.7 Ultimate World. And I really hope you guys enjoyed the little tour we did here. I know I really did. I'm feeling really nostalgic about it, to be honest. It's given me a lot of ideas what to do with Monster too, to be honest with you. So we might go with this kind of a setup. Have a main base, and then do a bunch of outlying buildings for various things. I think that would be a really cool idea to go with it. We can put farming buildings and laboratories and just all kinds of stuff. I think that's a good idea. So we'll see what I come up with. So it might be a few days before I get a chance to record another FTB episode because I have to get everything in Monster reset to where we were, obviously. And that's just not going to be a quick process. But yeah, stay tuned for some more Feed the Beast. It'll be back as long as I can get things moving quickly and errors don't happen. Also, stay tuned for some more vanilla stuff. There is more stuff in the works. Just haven't had a lot of chance to do it yet this week. But I had them off and on and getting set up for our next project. It's been resource gathering and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys really did enjoy this. If you have any questions or comments, as always, love to hear them. Let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.